reinforce equity. And in the quality lecture, you will find this example discussed several times. Ethics comes. Corporations, especially Western and American companies, are great at giving themselves fantastic rewards, the CEOs. And they have difficulty in giving negative rewards for negative performance, especially to themselves. And if they're corrupt, then there's no end to their greed, how far it takes them. Enron and all are examples. Because they violate this. See, ethics comes in here, and actually ethics comes here too, enters into it. But that is implicit. Now I will tell you the next principle. Ethics becomes explicit. With very simple giving and taking. And we have a system of 5 core values for giving. First one, I don't think many of you will disagree with that. It's truth, integrity. Most important. If there is no truth, is there a basis for any meaningful relationship? Whether you're a leader or manager or anything? No. If you can't trust somebody, you want to deal with them? You will only deal with them if you want something from them, as I said. Yes?
I was just thinking about ethical theories, and Aristotle had that virtue theory where it's the medium between vices. And I was trying to put it into one of those 3, and I wasn't sure.
It's not, you can't put Aristotle into one of those boxes.
Oh, okay. Good enough then.
But, you know, Aristotle said the good life is the happy life is the good life, the one that does good. Giving leads to happiness. In fact, that's the opening statement, something to reflect in one of my books. But Aristotle was great, Nicomachean Ethics. And we've done a lot of research with that. I just mentioned that these are the most commonly known ethical theories, so to give you a little feel of what they are. Now, at the university, we have a course on ethics, engineering ethics, that I put up, and every student and every faculty accesses that course online. It's ethical. And I have a slide on that. I can go through a little intro part of that ethics theory. In general, if you're ethical, you won't have trouble with the law. Unless, of course, you drive beyond the speed limit. That's not unethical, but it's illegal. So, you know, running a stoplight. So that's where, in some cases, generally I'm saying, what is ethical is also legal. Sometimes what is illegal can still be ethical. And that's one example. And the reverse sometimes applies. Now we are in the third principle. And the third one is you have to manage your desires. Because what you do, your core values are determined by what you desire. If you're hungry, how many of you know Lames Hamlet, the story? The guy steals a loaf of bread and he goes to a penitentiary for life. Because his family is hungry. He's starving. So he opens a baker's window and he takes, it's the bishop's candlesticks you've heard of, that's one of those stories. So as the story goes, I'm just telling you this is about ethics. So he's basically a good man, but he's dying of hunger, children are dying. So he steals a loaf of bread, gets caught. Comes back after several years, escapes. You know, in France in those days, medieval time, they would put, this is a story of course, they would put you in jail for life for stealing. So he comes back and police are chasing him, and he goes into a bishop's, what do they call that? Cathedral, and a bishop's residence there. So the bishop sees him and says, okay, I'll feed you, give him some food, let him have, wash his clothes, etc. And then the police come. See, he talked about lying. In this story, police come and say, have you seen this man? He says, no, I have not. He lies. Or he gives them some excuse. I don't know exactly how the story goes. So the police leave, and then he tells this man, go, hurry, and go, here's some extra food, just go and hide. So the man hides, but he's caught again. And when the police catch him, they find in his coat a silver candlestick. Where do you think he got it? From the priest, right? So they take him back to the priest. And they say, he caught this man here with this candlestick. Right? So what do you think the priest says? No. He didn't say that, but something to that effect even more. You forgot the second one in your hurry.